Hi everyone, it's Mrs. Tartaglino-Fahey and I am here to show you how I'm starting my garden at my house. A couple of things that you're going to need before you start. I have a aluminum tray and then another one that I poked holes in for drainage, and I'm fitting them together. You need some seed starting mix. So that's actually not soil. It's all sorts of organic things like peat moss and vermiculite and other things for drainage and nutrition. You will need seeds. So today I'm going to plant basil, cherry tomato, and some marigolds to start with. I have some other seeds that I'll do on another couple of days. You'll need some water, which is here, and then I'm going to make this sort of a greenhouse, so I have some stretchy plastic that I'm going to put over the top before the seeds, as they germinate and before they become seedlings. So I'm going to pour some of this. I have gloves on. You can choose to have gloves or not. And I have gloves on, and I'm going to pour a bunch of my seed starter into my containers. And then I'm going to take the water and I'm going to wet this first so that it's nice and wet before I put the seeds in. I don't want it to be too wet, so actually now I will take my gloves off because I'm going to mix it and just make sure it's moist equally. It looks to me like I could use a little more water here. So I'll put some more in. I hope you guys are enjoying being outside if you're outside today. Finally the sun, huh? Anyway, the two of the things I'm planting, the basil and the tomatoes, are two of my favorite summer things, especially in combination with a little bit of balsamic vinegar and some mozzarella cheese. Okay, so I think that is pretty wet, and I'm going to use my scissors to cut open my seed packet, and it will tell you in the back how far away to plant these. So it says that you want to plant them so they're at least 1/4 of an inch down, 1/4 to 1/2 inch. Now these are very small seeds, so I don't know if you can see in there, but oh my goodness, they are so teeny tiny. So I am just going to put a few in my hands. And I'm going to just put a couple in each spot and then cover them. So I'm going to make sure they're nice and covered. So this is my first row, which is going to be tomatoes. I'm going to make my second row basil. So that's basil. You use it in sauces. I use it in a sauce. And then, like I said, I love it fresh with tomatoes and mozzarella in the summer. So my second row will be basil. These two are very small, as you can see. And I have about 4 holes going across for each of my seeds. Now the directions on these is to sow them about 6 inches apart. However, it's very hard to get one seed out. So there will be more than one seed in each of my holes that are 6 inches, that are probably about 6 inches apart. All right, and then I'm going to take that and I'm going to put that over, and then I'm going to do some marigolds just because they're pretty, and I'll put them in the front of my garden. These also bloom pretty quickly, so it's nice. They germinate fast. Take a look at these seeds. They're very interesting. Looks like a stick that's black on one side and it's wood colored on the other. So I'm going to put a couple of these in each hole. And again, I have 4 holes here. Now you'll need to be sure you have a warm place to put them in your house. These obviously can't be outside now because it's just far too cold. So I'm going to cover those up, pat it down nice, and all right, so that is started. And I am going to take my plastic wrap and I'm going to put it over the top of my entire container, and this will keep a moisture seal. It'll keep them warmer. So this is a little bit narrow, so I'm probably going to need another one. One thing you'll want to be sure of is to take this off as soon as the plants become seedlings. That means you see little green sprouts coming through. You need to find a nice bright window to put your plants in because they are going to need lots and lots of light. 15 hours a day, so sometimes you might even want to put a lamp on for them. They don't need light every day. They have to rest just like you have to rest. But I mean, they don't need light all day, but they will need to rest. So here is the start of my garden. As you can see, I'm excited to have it keep going. I will be sure to video again when I take the wrap off, when I have seedlings, and I hope you'll send pictures of your garden. Next week, Mr. Gluck and I will be filming from the Underwood garden. All right, guys, take care, happy gardening, and be well.